nothing you can take was ever worth keeping. Let's go, Callis!
I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Well, she tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throat and she cut your hair, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown, into the unknown. Always wanting more, he keep you longing for that velvet and that little boy's smile, that velvet and that slow southern style. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash to the surface where they can't hurt us.
And good morning, it's Lupe Classic Hits, 92.7, 95.3. The third episode of St. Croix Idol at Flatiron Park is history. And joining us in the Street Beat studio for a recap is Andrea Walton and Tara Small,
Good morning.
who's an Idol contestant.
Yes.
Would you sum up the energy and talent in this year's St. Croix Idol?
So, I mean, I definitely think the energy has been amazing, especially when you're there live in the park. It's, the crowd cheering and everything just kind of ramps that up for it. Especially the contestants, it helps drive our performance when we look out and see people really enjoying the song. The talent has been amazing. I don't know about everyone else, but I didn't know a lot of these people before this competition started. So I think it's great to kind of showcase all of that.
And just to throw a tidbit in, the contestants, you can see them forming a bond already. Last week, this past week was hard.
Yeah, that was an emotional one.
It was an emotional one, so it was sad to see, but it was also nice to see new bonds being shaped.
Definitely. And I think, as the weeks go on, you can't help but make those bonds. You're all kind of in it together, so, yeah.
So what do you think stood out in episode 3?
Again, all the contestants raised the bar. I mean, they went for it this week. It was a tough week. We did throw in a tough challenge. The Idol team picked songs for them that was outside of their comfort zone. We wanted to see what they could do, and they all stepped up. It was a really hard choice to eliminate anyone this past week. So.
Even though Tara's here, but pretend she's not here. Any surprise contestants winning people over?
That is a hard one. I feel like a lot of fans already have their favorites, which is fine. It's definitely the way it goes.
Yeah, family and friends.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, everyone did really well with one song. Sierra did beautiful with Sally's song. Rebecca's with Titanium, she blew that out of the park. Tara, you're shallow. That was amazing. Reagan, Dustin, and they both I had chills when they sang. So everything was just phenomenal. So
talk a little bit about the feedback from the judges.
So I think, especially, I think we could really see that in week 3, just the first 2 weeks of getting feedback on our performances, maybe some pitch issues, or they wanted to see a little bit more of a performance. I think that really showed last week. And I just think, every time we get a little bit of feedback from the judges, it just drives our performance the next week, whether it's working on a certain note that we're trying to hit, or moving around the stage more, engaging the crowd more. I don't know. I think that it's awesome to kind of see each contestant grow a little bit each week.
So that was my next question, and I'll ask you, what do you think? Are they growing from that feedback?
They are. So like Tara just said, every contestant, they have gotten stronger each week. Kutcher comes to mind. You know, the first week he was so nervous,
Right.
and this past week he was comfortable on stage. So they are definitely taking the judges' feedback, the crowd's feedback, and they're growing every
Yeah, and
single
they're getting
week.
more comfortable, just
Yep.
relaxed.
Yeah.
A little bit
Yep.
more. Any format changes or twists ahead?
So they do have 2 songs for
Okay.
Monday. One will be from country, one will be from the rock genre. Typically with 2 songs they have done, like, we've gone through the list of contestants and then they come back to do their second song. This time they're going to do it back to back.
Ooh.
So that's going to be the challenge of how
A
they
mini
can
concert.
yeah. So that's going to be their challenge of how they can transition from a country song into a rock song. So it should be interesting.
What do you think of that?
I think it's a good idea because essentially, you want to be able to show that you can perform more than one song at a time. And
Now, are you a country girl or a rock girl?
a little bit of both, really. I mean,
A little bit of country, a little bit of
yeah,
rock and
right,
roll.
exactly. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a great transition. So I'm glad it's happening on that week. And because a lot of bands and such do both country and rock, and they do go back and forth between the two. So it'll be nice to see that.
How much practice do you get in?
When we submitted all of our songs at the beginning, so you can be practicing those, kind of, but like then they throw this little things, like we just found out yesterday morning that we're going to be doing the 2 songs
Back to back.
back to back. So you have a little time to practice and kind of, make your friends and family suffer if you want to practice in front of them.
Talk a little bit about the local buzz. What's that been like?
So the Facebook comments, just the word on the street, it's just been all positive. I've only received like 1 negative, and it was more of our live stream that was not great this past week, and we are going to hopefully have that fixed.
What was the issue?
I think it was actually when Dustin sang his first song. I think he was too close to the actual singer, and it picked it up as a copyright. So So the rest of the night, it just kept shutting us down.
I thought it was going to do that more often.
Yeah, so that was the first time we had an issue. Another member of Festival mentioned that we put a disclaimer up, and hopefully that will help. So we'll try it. If it doesn't work, I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah. How might the contest boost singers long term?
I think it's great. Especially since, like I said, I wasn't really familiar with a lot of these local people being able to even have this talent. So, it definitely opens a lot of opportunities. And so I think we'll definitely hear from a lot of us in the future. And
Now, were you in a group before, or
No.
you've never been in a group?
never been in a group. I used to sing a lot when I was younger, and I really just kind of kept it to myself in my adult years. And my son is 11, and he heard about this contest, and he said, "You got to go do that." So here I am, and it really has brought a lot of happiness. I really enjoy singing, and so I think that that's a part of the fun of this competition, is kind of getting out of your comfort zone. And going back to the whole community thing, like, I can't go through any local stores without someone stopping me and saying, like, "Oh my goodness, I saw you on the Idol," or
Nice.
things like that. So it's been really positive.
She's a star.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the sponsors and how they help.
So the sponsors, they have been the backbone of this event. We couldn't do it without them. Just like with Festival, it's the same idea. Festival was the one that had the idea, get it up off the ground. We had a small portion of money left over from last year that we wanted to start it with. CDRC, Down East Economic Development, they've been great with volunteering their time. WQDY and WCERQ. Lupe, you've been there every single week, hitting the highlights. So huge thank you to you. The Calais High School, this is a huge reason why we didn't have a startup cost. They have let us use their sound system. So that was a huge savings for us. And so in that case, every dollar that local businesses donated to the St. Croix Idol, that has gone into the prize pot. So
Nice.
it's growing it. So originally festival put in 5,000. My goal is still not quite there, is for first prize to have 5,000. Not quite there yet. So if anybody still wants to donate, we'll take it.
Right.
But we want to make sure there's second and third prize also gets
Something.
of a good prize. And then our MC, Bruce Butler, I begged him, and he has been great.
He's
great
great.
choice.
Yeah.
Miles Fitzgerald, he is our main sound guy. Again, kind of a voluntold situation.
I like that one.
Yeah, my husband Brian, he also got voluntold. Miles can't be there for the finale, and so he's been voluntold to take his place. So, but yeah, every volunteer, huge thanks, because it wouldn't be possible. So
Nice. So, what are you most excited for the finale, and why should everybody tune in?
Well, I'm most excited to just see all the performances, and also to see, how many people come. I mean, it's awesome that you have the ability to watch it on the Facebook stream, but I will say, I obviously go home and watch it after, just
It's also on YouTube.
Yeah, and YouTube. But it really doesn't beat just being there in person and feeding off that energy of the crowd and the live performance. Obviously, the sound is different coming through a recording. So,
Yes.
If you have the opportunity to come down,
Oh, much better live.
definitely
so
come
much better
down.
live, yes.
So I think I think we'll see a big turnout for the finale, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So.
So, I mean, obviously, just listening to the finalists will be amazing, but
Yeah.
we're also going to have a couple guest singers too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's new.
Exciting.
So, what's your favorite song to sing?
So,
I'm asking this for a reason.
I think "Shallow" is one of the one I
okay.
did this week. That is one of my favorite songs to sing.
Okay.
But also, I love to sing a Bohemian Rhapsody. So,
Can you give us a line of one of the songs?
one of the songs.
Either
Oh
one-
my gosh!
Whichever line you like to sing the most, or you feel that you're the best at.
Okay. I'll just do a little "Mama Ooh." There, that's all you get.
Okay. I can use that on a clip.
Well, there you go.
Sounds good. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
I think I'm good.
I'm
Yep.
good. Thank you.
So, on Facebook Live is International Homecoming Festival
Yeah.
Yep.
Facebook page.
Yep.
Okay. And I have them on YouTube individually, edited, or not edited, but just their live
Yep, clipped.
performances.
Yep.
Yep, and they're up there now from third.
Awesome.
I just haven't promoted it yet.
Yep. Awesome.
But it's on there.
No,
All
thank
right.
you. Thank you for
appreciate it.
recording all of
Yep,
those too.
no problem. All right. Andrea Walton and Tara Small.
Yep,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
joining us. And this is Lupe. You're listening to Classic Hits, 92.7, 95.3. We'll see you there.
Tara, I knew your mom, and when you said that, that's where I went. And through that whole song, I could just see your mom sitting there with you guys, just singing. And it hit me. It hit me. Thank you, Tara. Thank you.